G'day guys, well as you've seen there, we're over near Moreton Island and we're trekking over this really shallow little area so far. It's taken us a while, but just seen a fella in a little tinny just do about 20 knots through here. That'd be easier. So what we're going to do is we're just going to chase some whiting. Feel like a good feed of whiting, so might try and get a few whiting. Then we're going to zip on out of here as the tide comes in, have a quick squid, see if we can get some squid. Then we're going to head offshore just for the arvo into the night time a little bit. Then we're going to see if we can get a good snapper. The closure's coming up for a month in the next couple of weeks, so be nice to get a big one. Plus I haven't had any luck the last few trips. And after that, the tides are perfect. The weather glasses out apparently like just towards sunset. So we've got an 8 o'clock high tide. We're going to head over to Blakesley's. You've seen us go a few times. We're going to walk through the mangroves there and just see if we can see any mud crabs. There's been a heap of muddies around lately, so we might try and scoop a couple of muddies for a good feed. So stay tuned. If everything pans out, it'll be a good episode. I've got the fish slayer back with me.
That's why you haven't caught anything.
So I'm guaranteed fish this time. Anyway, my old man just left here, got a heap of whiting. So we'll see what happens as the tide comes in. Is that mine?
Yeah.
Oh. Best noise in the world. What's that?
Water. It's good for you.
Oh my god. Well, there you go. She's dropped off to 5 metres now, from 0.6 to 5 metre drop straight like that. So that's why they call it the blue hole. It's not that blue at the moment, but alright, well, this is going to be very relaxing fishing for once. Typical little whiting rig. Just a little ball sinker on the end, down to a paternoster. For some reason, whiting like the colour red. So on top of your paternoster loop, just put a little red ball, and then to a red whiting hook. And that's it. Now you got sandworms. Thread it straight on your hook. And that's it. We've also got squid. Try worms first.
You drop it.
No, don't drop fish. Oh, he's buckled. Alrighty.
Ivy.
Hanging deeper than what we just were. Beautiful whiting. Probably one of the best eating fish. One of the most fun to catch, I reckon. Says he doesn't. When I said we're going to go whiting fishing, she's like, nah, we're not going whiting fishing. It's great fun. Great way to introduce the kids to fishing as well. Very frustrating way to introduce the kids to fishing for parents. Especially, we got 4, so anytime we take the kids whiting fishing is, yeah, it's good fun. It's good fun. She usually sits that one out, don't you?
Yeah. I'm going to sit this one out in a sec too.
Great. Oh, wait, you're on. That's a good whiting. He totally holds it wrong, eh?
Yeah,
Hold it on its head so it can't squish through. Oh my god. So frustrating to watch.
I'm not as good at handling small fish.
Oh, told ya.
Yeah.
There you go. Tied it back up. 2 all. Get the net.
First to get a double hook up.
Get the net. You got to get it in the boat first, but yeah, right, okay.
Oh no, one's not a whiting, it's a pike.
Oh, pike and a whiting.
I got limey.
Chuck him in the livey tank.
Yep. I mean, I'm here to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, well, you just did. Oh, get the net, get the gaff, get the gaff, get the gaff. Oh, he's a good one. Really good size whiting, these. Bag limit in Queensland is 50 per person, so you're allowed to like keep 150 if there's 3 of yous, 100 if there's 2 of yous. So
that's good, man.
Thank you. Yeah, so you're allowed to keep 50 per person, so we keep 100. There's no way I can be bothered filleting that many whiting. So I might keep sort of 20 or 30.
Yeah.
Because the kids love fish. Little curious turtle down there. Seeing what all the commotion's about. I've got about 15 off this little spot here, just casting out in front of the boat on spot lock. So we'll drift down another 10, 15 metres, 20 metres till we get a few more bites, spot lock again. Keep going like that. And by the way, our new shirts are in, our fishing jerseys. So this one's a navy blue one. We've also got them in this colour. And yeah, they are lightweight, very cool, quick dry, stretchy like the stretchy board shorts. So we've got the emblem on the back, contour lines, and the GPS marks down the side that no one ever asks about. They said. Anyway, to know the full GPS mark, I guess you're going to have to grab a shirt. Also got them in ladies, in this colour.
It's like a little tennis ball. Oh no, it's losing it. Man, I'm not having any luck now. Settle down. Oh,
Sorry.
careful. Don't. Okay, excuse me. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, no, you're right.
I can't get it off. Sorry. Just get it off.
She's going to go over, eh? She's going to go over. So we've got 45 whiting there. That is, I don't want to fill it any more than that. So, you know, it's 90 fillets. That's really nice feed. A couple of nice feeds there for us. So that's going to be great. The weather is totally turning it on now. The tide's pushing in, so we should be able to get out of these leads pretty quick. And we're going to head around this island and we're going to head offshore for a bit now. Total change of scenery, total change of fishing, total change of species. See if the good luck charm can bring aboard a snapper. All right, just coming through a dugong go slow zone here, but have a go at all these starfish. A little stingray. Heaps of starfish everywhere. Shovel nose shark. See him? Gave the sandbank a little kiss. We're just finding our way through this. Took a shortcut. Thought we could get through, but it's got this last little 50 metres to get around, so looks like I'll get around just here. We're back on. What's wrong?
I just want to go fishing.
Alrighty, well, we crossed the bar. Running a little bit late now, a race in the sun. So I didn't put the drone up much after that, but the bar was beautiful. Have a look at the conditions out here. So we're going to head out to about 65 metres, have a couple of float lines. If not, we're going to come in shallower and fish till just on dark, maybe just after, see what the fishing's like. And then we're going to beeline it in because I really want to make this tide and see if there's any muddies around at Blakesley. So I'm doing about 30 knots everywhere I go trying to make it. And that's crap with fuel at $2.35 a litre. Okay, we're out here. That was a quick ride except for a couple of sandbanks, but anyway, she's right. Come out deep just for a quick couple of drifts over where I was the other day actually. Keen to see if we can get onto a couple. Anyway, probably drop down, see as Siobhan says. Just float lining, a little bit of current, not too much. So. Lined up the drift nicely. We're going to drift straight into it. We're still a bit off it. But the re-rig says he's rod. We've got whales about 20 metres south of us.
Oh. See that one jump in there. Oh, look at the bait busting up.
Yeah. It's just over here somewhere. There he is. Where's your tail? Oh, didn't see it. There you go, they're not shy at all. Alright, coming into some fish now. There's a lot of bait, surely. Oh, look at that, jeez. Really good show of snapper off the back of the bait there. Something's having a bit of an inquiry. Ooh. Yep.
Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh. Good bite on it.
Oh, that's a bit of fish. Oh, it's a fish. It's not a whiting. Let's say maybe like a little 50 centimetre snapper. Bigger fellas will pull a whole heap of line off you. Pretty close. Oh, I reckon I'm on the money.
Yeah.
With the size, eh? Couple of PE tackle BFGs through his nose, eye and mouth. Oh, I sold myself short then. He was 56. Really nice eating size. Bled him, put him in the kill tank down the back. Going to go up for another drift. For some reason I find this spot gets a lot more bait in the afternoons. Why? I don't know, but you've seen it before, just stacked with bait and snapper hanging off the back of it. So very early morning, usually maybe pick up 1 or 2 big snapper. After that, shuts down, turns on again the arvo. But we've got a couple of snapper, a couple of good looking fish there. All he needs one of them to come and smash us. You near the bottom?
Yeah, I think so.
He can't get a bite through that. I'll never know. Right off the back of that school. And quite a bit past it too. Nothing much at all showing on the sounder. I don't know. Anyway, we'll take it. Really small fish, this one. Well, that says,
oh
hey? That little cutie.
Right
He's going back, that's for sure. Alrighty, that's it. We're going to head in shallow. Probably pick up a couple of fish there, but time's ticking on. 3 drifts and yeah. Squash that can. We've come in shallow now. We rigged up and got our lines out on the bait runners. The conditions are ridiculously good right now, but there is no current at all. As you can see, the Minn Kota behind me is just on spot lock, can't make up where it wants to be because there's no current, so it's literally nothing. How's that for conditions? When fishing in shallow, I do not like no current. I like the current up to about 1.5 knots, and then you can get too much current. So it's got to be just right. But The wave rider boy said 1.4 knots of current. It's about 15 or 16 kilometres down that way, and it sticks out past Point Lookout, so it's not always accurate for here. The current comes along Moreton, along Stratty, and funnels out and heads out sort of southeast from Stradbroke Island, so it still cops the current, but at the moment it's just like nothing, straight down. That's a livey, straight down. Give it a little bit and then we're going to head in. I want to take you, have a look at this mud crabbing. Sun's gone, and we have not had a bite since we've been here. Tell you what, inside the bay is absolutely fishing way better than offshore at the moment this year. Offshore can turn it on. That current's just started running a little bit now, but we're not going to leave it too much longer. There's no bar at the moment, so we can go through there at dark. It's fine. How's this? For some reason, Brizzy sunsets lately have been out of control. I don't know what it is, but can you remember sunsets ever being so good?
No.
They just, I don't know, every afternoon we just get that. I moved, flew about 30 metres, used the relief shading and looked over another little hump, so I had looked like two decent fish off it. So we've just anchored up just on that, 20 minutes, and we are going to go in. Well, I brought out the secret weapon, the mullet. To see if the mullet can bring the fish on. We know Snapper love mullet, so seems like a legit thing to do. So here we go. Hopefully you can get a glimpse of that. That is just, I don't know, what would you call that? Comment below. Keep the mullet, or get rid of the mullet. Tell me below, alright? There you go. Look at this one, she loves the mullet.
Let me take a photo of you in the sunset.
Alright, it says it's got a fish here. She didn't know it. But livey. Ah,
Moe.
ah yes. What do you reckon? That's so disappointing, hey?
No, it's great.
She's not happy. Alrighty. Whoop.
Oh, I'm getting bites too.
Are ya? Okay. We're getting double bites here. you just hook him if he takes off.
Yeah, I will.
Once. Oh, I don't know this. I don't know. Could be a moe. Doesn't really feel like
Yeah,
one.
I'm getting bites here for sure.
Moes fight a lot harder. Could be a small moe. I'm usually always wrong when I try and. Oh, he's got a bit of weight there now. Whoa. Whoa. Let's see what he is. Whoa. Oh no.
You get shark, did ya?
Nah, he's there. Oh. Oh. He's just woken up, eh? Oh. I'm gonna need a hand here.
I'm getting something playing with mine here for sure. But anyway, I'll put it down. Chuck my bait runner on.
He's big spangle, look at that.
Massive spangle.
Ready? Hey, that's a big spangled. That's a big fish.
Oh,
Look at the size of that.
Wow. I want to check what's going on with mine over
Righto.
here.
Alright, says he's on now.
There's a moe again. She's obviously sat there sucking on it.
Yeah, she's tipping a moe. See how it goes. Ooh, not a bad fish, says, but we're not having a good run at the moment. This, you can see my foot. He's a big fish. Which way is he going? Come around. You're gonna have to come around?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm just.
Hang on, she just walks around the back of the boat. You're gonna have to hop back in now.
Mind the spangled.
Mind the spangled there. I can almost guarantee you this is a spangle or a moe. Oh, another one. Another big spangy. Oh. Shush, boys, shush. Two big spangies there. They're big, big spangies. I don't know, I'd say 6-7 kilo each. So don't get me wrong, they're good fish, beautiful fish. Just not what we're after, that's for sure. So, all right, we might call it quits there, hey?
Yeah.
All right, that's it. After those spangos, we call it quits. We're just about to head in now. We're going to cross the South Passage Bar in the dark, but like I said before, there's no swell, so we should be fine. We'll follow our tracks in that we come out on. So just if you ever are going to come in after dark, make sure even if there's no bar, you follow the channel exactly where it is, and if you stick to that track line on your way in, you know you're in the channel. So better be safe than sorry. I've got a spotty which I turn on as well up the front, which is right there, and that just helps us see anything. But I'm running tide for another half an hour, so we'll be fine. Anyway, we've got to jet it. We've got a 40-kilometre run to get to Blakesleys to have a look for some muddies. No idea how that will go, but I'm gonna try. So we'll see you there. Okay, we've done the trek to Blakesleys. That's all the lights and fires you can see behind me. I'm going to go pull up on the beach. I'm going to head to the northern side of it, and I can hear music pumping from the beach. Head to the northern side, can you hear it?
Yeah.
And we're going to have a look through the mangroves. So Sezzy, you ready to get your legs wet?
Yeah, we forgot our reef shoes.
It's freezing cold. We forgot our reef shoes, so we're going to have to barefoot it in the middle of winter. Like, it's that cold. I've got my jacket on, got my hoodie underneath, got Ugg boots on, and it's still cold. So anyway, I'm going to go make my way through these 55,000 boats that are here, and I'll pull up on the beach. All the fires on the beach there, you can probably only just see. So we're cruising through the mangroves here. Says he stayed back at the boat because it is absolutely freezing, and I'm in my bare feet here, hoping to get a muddy. I love this, walking up through the mangroves. This place is a different world at night time, but my feet paining me. Nice big crab hole there. Another one there. All spoil out the front of it too. Another big crab hole there. Surely. Come on, ocean gods. I'm out here in the middle of winter, barefoot, freezing cold. Reward me with one mud crab. They're not smiling on me the last sort of 3 weeks. We all used all our luck up on all those snapper in the bay. I haven't fished the bay since. Oh, wee. There's a crab. It looks like a Jenny to me. Oh, hang on. No. Yeah, it's a buck. Oh, yeah. There we go. Rusty as too. There we go. Hey, Ripper. Jeez, he's a good one. Anything under here? Oh, my feet are coughing it. The crab hole there. Thought there might be a few out and about walking around. Oh, here's another one. A little one, that one. Don't come over near me, mate. Hey, stay away. There's one. Oh, in her hole. I seen her. Big girl just scooted down her hole. Man, I'm in the thick of it here. Another little fella there. Where's your daddy? How's that for a crab hole? That's a cracker. That's a big muddy in there or around here somewhere. This is how cold it is. Look at him. He's an old boy, that one. Look at him, he's got mould on his claws and all sorts of stuff. Mould on his carapace. And he's as rusty as they come. He's full as a goog, says.
He is, isn't he?
That's dinner for you tomorrow night. What's wrong, is that bright?
Yeah.
Look at that, little crab. Alrighty, that's it for tonight. One muddy, heap of whiting, squire, a couple of thongs, and we're set. Anyway, we're gonna head back home. Might catch you tomorrow for a bit of a cook up, and then State of Origin kicks off tomorrow night. So anyway, we'll see you at home around the fire pit. Told a little bit of a lie last night. We've come back out this morning. Someone wanted to come out in the boat again. It's easier doing these out here than doing them at home. Probably should have done them yesterday, but we're in a rush to get offshore. So what we're doing is just chucking them in a scaler bag, 20 at a time, drag them behind the boat at 15 knots for about 3 or 4 minutes, and they're done. So then we're going to fillet them all out here. We're going to head out for a fish, chase some snapper, only for probably 2 hours. You're not meant to fillet fish in the boat and chuck all the skins away and just keep the fillet. So that snapper in there, I can fillet it out here. Got to keep the frame, got to leave the skin on. If you're going to throw the frame away, the fillet has to be bigger than the legal size of the fish. So 35 centimetre squire, that fillet has to have the skin on so fisheries can tell what it is, and it's got to be longer than the legal size limit. So with the whiting, there's no legal there's no legal size limit on the winter whiting, but I'll probably keep the frames anyway to chuck in a crab pot and stuff like that. Send it, big dog. We just chucked the sneaky crab pot out, actually. The famous wire pot from the old fella that made it for us. So see if it runs good with sand crabs. Anyway, it's just the one. Let's go El Capitan. Look at this, picking up some nice little rocks on the side there. All right, so we're out here at Harry's. What better place to fillet a heap of whiting? So we've dropped some lines in, having a fish while we're here. Fillet all these whiting up. Hopefully we can get a fish. And yeah, I have a bad habit of leaving fish in my esky for a couple of days and ruining eskies one after another. So if we're out here, we can throw all the little yuck bits out. We can freeze the frames and keep the fillets to eat. So let's see how we go. There's a heap of boats out here. There's a heap of bait. Like, there's bait everywhere around here at the moment. That's probably why it's fishing so well. Fish Slayer's just busting for another snapper, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More fish to fillet.
Yeah, and then the big dogs come out for a run to help us do a bit of filming.
That's it.
We also come out to film and take some photos for our new fishing jerseys and also our weatherproof jackets and stuff like that. So never ends.
I reckon it's a shark.
Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, we're going to report back to you on this one and see what it is. This fella's copping an almighty revving in the yacht. Just going through everybody. Well done, mate. You can hear about 20 fishos just letting loose at him. Well done on the huge stingray, Seth.
Thanks.
Says he just got a massive stingray, so anyway, popped him off, let him go. I keep filleting. Getting an inquiry there.
Yeah, a little one. Big dog.
There's your inquiry.
How cute.
This is that fella we got yesterday out offshore. We'll do something different with him and do some crispy skin snapper on the fire, the Savo. Sarah's mum did a mangrove jack a while ago. It was beautiful, so I don't know if we can replicate what she does.
No.
Are we allowed to tell a secret ingredient, the Savo, when we do it, but?
We've already told everyone what it is.
That was way back in the day, but wasn't it?
Yeah.
Very quiet here. This is the last fish I have to fillet. Then we're going to head home. Get this fire brewing. I'll check the crab pot first.
Yeah, don't forget the crab pot.
What's she got?
Nothing.
Alrighty, we are back home and I've got the fire brewing. So those who have stuck with us through this video, you're in for a little bit of a treat now because I'm going to cook up a bloody good State of Origin feed. 6:30, kick off for State of Origin, so I'm a proud Queenslander, I won't be missing that. We're going to do some crispy skin snapper, okay, with a little bit of a twist. A secret ingredient we'll tell you about. We're also going to do some mud crab little canapé things, which are just beautiful. Had them at the restaurant and they're unbelievable. And I'm going to cook the most amazing hot chips you've ever had in your life. Alright, so when cooking my muddy, I'll run through it real quickly. I clean it, I snap it in half like you've seen me do quite a few times before. Then I'll bring water to the boil. Now, I don't stress about getting seawater. Some people do, I don't. What I do is I add 8 tablespoons of Saxa salt into the water and I boil the crab in there and then I put him straight in icy brine, which I've got over here. This water's just about boiling. I'm going to whack him in. Then the water will settle down from the boil. When it comes back to the boil, it's 8 minutes from there. Pull him out straight into the brine. Perfect crab every time. So, what an arvo. And thank you to all those for the nice comments about our little fire pit that we built. Does the job. Sit out here all the time. Tonight, I'm gonna watch the footy on there. Alright, so while that crab's boiling away there, he's got a couple more minutes to go. I'll run you through these chips. So we've got canola oil, alright. Pour a fair bit in there, probably nearly all of it. The thing with these chips is I've diced them into decent chunks. I'll show you now. And what you want to do is chop them into chunks that size and then dry them, paper towel, and dry them as best you can, okay? Then leave them out in the sun or outside for probably half an hour to really dry out. That's one of the tricks you want to do, is you want the chips to dry right out, okay? Then the canola oil here, you want to put that on the fire and the chips in it before the oil heats up. Not when it's boiling, before. Okay, so what they do is they sit there and absorb that oil. So when it starts boiling, it boils quick and really starts to crisp the chips up really nicely. Like, if I can pull it off, like I have a couple of times before, you'll see exactly how nice they are. Alrighty. Now, he's about ready to come out and go into that brine. And then I'm going to get the chips on. They take about 15 minutes or so to do, okay? So hopefully this all comes off nicely. Alrighty. They're still a little bit wet, but that's okay. Like, they've dried a fair bit from when I first cut them. But you really want them as dry as you can get them so it soaks up the oil. I've literally just put this oil on, so it's still cool. Drop all the chips in there. Like that. And just wait for that oil to start boiling. It'll start boiling. It'll take a little while, then once it starts boiling, it boils quick and crispens the chips right up. And they're really good, eh?
They're amazing.
You can see there now, it's been about 5 minutes, maybe 6 minutes, and that's starting to boil now. So they'll still take a little while, but you'll know by the colour of the chips when they're done. They're starting to look pretty bloody good. They're looking good. Couple more minutes, and they are done. You can sort of tell, because you can feel the crispiness of them when you run the thing through it. So they're done. Have a look at them. The nicest chips you'll ever eat. They're crunchy on the outside and still soft on the middle. And then the skin crisps up so good. So there you go. I got this idea off a fella named Harry from Fire to Fork. He's has a YouTube channel also. Does some awesome cooking on there. So I pinched this one off him and it is amazing. So if you guys want to try it, I
Highly recommend it. Yep.
Highly. You want me to save any for you?
Yes, please. Okay, bye.
Second course, we've got some canapé type things. So we got crackers, lemon mash, avocado, mud crab with a chili little dressing and a bit of coriander on top. So that's like a chili jam dressing there. So get a close up of that, babe. That is, honestly, that is beautiful. That's restaurant quality, I'm not even joking. Hang on, need to have a chip. So, Sarah.
My turn.
Get yourself into one of them, mate. Third course. All right, this is a crispy skin snapper. So what we've done here, a secret ingredient, and this one, Sarah's mum's secret ingredient, is chicken stock. Put your chicken stock in the flour. Now what we did is we scaled the snapper and filleted it as usual, then score it, and then salt it up like you do like a roast, okay? And what the salt does is it draws all the moisture out. I just come in before and it was like all wet. So I used some paper towels and I soaked up all that moisture and then salted again, and I can feel it now. It's dry, so that's gonna crisp up nicely, hopefully. Then we're gonna just mix some of that chicken stock through. I'm just gonna flour one side. That fella's ready to go. Do that for all of them. I'm going to cook it with rice bran oil because it's probably the best for frying over a fire. So what does it do? It
Cooks at a high heat, but
cooks at a high heat.
won't usually burn.
Yeah, I bet you I could burn it. We'll go out to the fire and we'll shallow fry it in that rice bran oil. See how it turns out. Oil's at the right temp now, so just fish goes in, skin down. You don't want to be flipping the fish over and back and forth or anything. You want to sort of get it right. So about 3 minutes on that side. Then flip him over, a minute or two on the other side, and it's done. And by the way, I've been running around like a blue ass fly all afternoon trying to get ready for kickoff, which was at 6:30. Hey, Sarah.
Yeah.
Turns out kickoff is at 7:50. So I'm well ahead of schedule. So I think I'll just sit back and relax after this
Time
for a
to
while.
get your mullet out and watch the footy.
Mate, what do you reckon about the mullet? Comment below. Keep the mullet or get rid of the mullet. You tell me. Okay? I'm bringing the mullet back.
I think it already came back.
Yeah, it's already well back. I missed the train, I think. Right, this last bit's ready to come off. So definitely, I just learned a good little lesson then. the more you push down on the fillet while the skin is facing down, so putting pressure on that obviously pushes everything away at the bottom and really lets the heat into that skin and crisps up more. So if you do this, make sure you get that spatula and put pressure on that fillet while the skin's facing down, and it'll crisp up even more. So those ones are right, but this one's beautiful. Well, there we go. Crispy skin snapper. Make sure you push it down, because the last two that I did, they turned out good, but here we go. Crunching. You can definitely taste the chicken stock. So good. So probably a couple of tablespoons of the chicken stock to a cup of flour, so, and you can taste it beautifully. This one. Yum. Alright guys, that's it from us today. That's enough. We're going to chill out, have a beer, enjoy this fire, and watch the State of Origin. Go the Maroons. If you enjoyed this episode and are keen to see more, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, and check us out on Facebook and Instagram.